everything, and we didn't know. We're sorry, we're so sorry. We carved our names into your oldest living timber, poisoned every river trying to remember, paved across your meadows for convenience and for commerce, buried all your wildflowers underneath our fortress. We took the glaciers for granted in their permanence, watched them weep to nothing with indifferent observance, burned the ancient carbon sleeping undisturbed for centuries, released it all in decades with industrial urgency. The coral bleached to white like bones of something holy, the oceans rose in silence while we argued slowly. The bees began departing from a world we made too toxic, and still we called it progress, still we called it logic. Forgive us, Mother, we didn't understand. Forgive us, Mother, we bit the defeated hand. We're sorry for the fire, sorry for the flood, sorry for the concrete poured across your blood. Mother, we're learning now too late. Forgive us, Mother, before we seal the fate. We're sorry, we're sorry, we're sorry. We're coming back to you. But we stole its lungs. 1,000 species silenced before naming them was done. The atmosphere a landfill for invisible pollution. We monetized the problem, then we sold you the solution. The Arctic is a memory dissolving in the water. We handed this catastrophe to every son and daughter. The seasons lost their rhythm like a drummer losing timing. The mountain springs ran dry while the boardrooms kept on climbing. We called you a resource when you were our religion. We called you raw material without the supervision. Stripped the sacred slowly with bureaucratic precision, and filed the damage quarterly as a business decision. She gave us oxygen before we knew to breathe. She gave us water before you. We're coming home to you. We're coming back to you. The earth is still breathing. She's waiting for us. Every seed we plant is an apology. Every tree a letter home.